The inspiration is amazing. No, it's not only me that's noticed it, but my colleagues have noticed as well the confidence and the just the change in me, because I know that I've got the qualifications to do that now, and I've got the background of it, and I've got the knowledge to be able to make the decisions for good learning for my students. So many people have commented on how different I come across to them now because I've got that confidence behind me. So when I joined the company that I am now employed with, it was a prerequisite of my employment that I complete the certificate for in training and assessment. Initially, I felt pretty sad about having to do it because I only finished my master's in March last year and then got this employment in May, and I'm like, oh, I really didn't want to study again. It was probably about 6 or 7 months after I started the job that I had my own light bulb moment where I'm like, you know what, I can actually help future nurses become the best nurses that they can possibly be. And I want to be able to give them the best opportunity. And to do that, I need to put this study under my belt so then it can happen. Well, there was a couple of dramas actually. I did actually enroll in another company first, which went into liquidation, and all of my assignments that I did were not marked and not sent to my USI. So then I was in a bit of a panic and I had to find a company. The fact that I could use my previous assignments for RPL, the price, the friendliness of the lady on the phone, and the fact that I could start it within a week. All of the assignments were generic. They weren't related to my field of work at all. So I struggled to really get my head around the concepts of it, where when I can relate it to nursing, it was so much more smoother sailing. There was not that personal attachment either with the other company. There was no touching base. There was no seeing how I was going. It was just submit stuff and then hope for the best. From the day I made that phone call to the day I got the certificate, the communication was fantastic. So the assignments that I got back from Fortress were within 4 or 5 days at the very most of the time. And if it, like, we always got an email saying that it had been submitted and then when it had been marked, so you could go and see what was going on. The previous training facility, it was weeks. Well, it wouldn't be an if I would recommend. I would absolutely recommend it. I have already Fortress Learning for completing some education. I would say that the communication is fantastic. The staff are really, really friendly. You receive all of the resources that you need to complete, and you're given the encouragement to do it. The feeling is amazing. The stress has come off, the weight is off my shoulders. I can go about my career and my job without having to think back in the past. Now I know that I've got the knowledge and the expertise to be able to create these nurses that I'm teaching, with the background of doing it properly and doing it with uniform so everybody gets the same experience.